Hello and welcome to Catfish Trash Talk. This is episode 98. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Winters Herzog.
Hello, I just had to take my screensaver off.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Off my head.
Oh,
Not the computer, off my head. My eyes glazed over. I was in
you've been
screensaver mode.
I totally understand that. I do that too. Sometimes when I do that, the solitaire cards start flying around.
Or you have a banner across the
I'm
screen.
like, yeah. And it's like, Tracy's so cool.
Oh, that's so funny. Wow. That's a core memory.
Right?
Mhm.
Season 8, episode 86. They finally told us what episode this is. T and Ibrahim. Ibrahim?
I think it's
Ibrahim.
Ibraheem. Yeah.
Okay. So now here's the thing.
Yeah.
You guys are probably like, episode 98, where's 96 and 97? You know where they are. They're over there on Patreon, patreon.com/trash talk podcast. You could find so much stuff. And it's only at the super duper level. At the super level.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Duper. It's not even super duper. So go over there, check it out. We're gonna have some of the Catfish on the regular stream, and some of it is going to be on Patreon. So join Patreon with the link below.
Okay.
Patreon.com/trash talk podcast. We also have a live show coming to you in New York City, November 11th at 4 p.m. on the Lower East Side at Caveat as part of the New York Comedy Festival.
Yay. I can't wait.
Oh, wow. Thanks so much. Okay, so now I have so many things to say about this episode. And the
Me
first
too.
thing that I want to say is that they're in Los Angeles. Okay, so let's start off with T.
Okay.
She's from New Jersey. Her name is LaTornia. She's 33. She's a nurse assistant. She finally got a fiance and her dream house. But a year ago, she met Ibraheem on Facebook and he DM'd her.
Right.
And things with her fiance got rocky.
Because of Ibraheem, no?
I mean, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just her best friend. And then they happened to fall in love. And then she found out that her fiance was not who she thought he was. I don't
buy it.
I don't buy it.
Yeah, I don't buy it either.
So what happened? Did he cheat on you? Did he like what does that mean? That's
right,
like pretty
or
general.
Is it that you met someone else?
Right. So they're now online dating each other.
Right.
They haven't met, they haven't video chatted, but he lives in New Jersey. And her ex lives super close to her, so they couldn't possibly film at her house. They have to film in Los Angeles, California.
But Ibraheem is in New Jersey.
Correct.
So why the hell would she? That's very counterintuitive.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
Let's say this was true, which is this is not.
Of course.
I would be like, okay, you know what? Let's meet up in New York City.
Okay.
Let's meet up in New York City. We'll get Ibraheem to come to New York City.
Yeah.
From Jersey. I mean, he could walk.
Right.
And that's it.
We could meet up anywhere on the East Coast.
Anywhere.
Why do you have to go to LA?
You have to go to LA?
I thought the same thing. I'm like, what the hell sense does that make?
Okay. The sense that makes is that Neve and Cammie live in LA.
And they want to stay home.
Yeah, they want to stay home.
Uh-huh.
That's basically all it is.
They're like, we don't want to go to Jersey.
Yeah, they're like, no, they go. So they pick her up from the airport. They get her an Airbnb. It's very cute.
I like that Cammie guessed what she would look like.
I know. And she said that the first time he DM'd her, he told her that she's really beautiful and energetic.
How the hell would he know what her energy level is?
What do you know about my energy level via picture on Facebook?
Nothing. What was
Is
I
it a picture?
Hooping?
Is it a picture of me at Zumba?
Right. Right. At Taibo.
What
am I doing?
Yeah. Would you know I joined Orange Theory? Relax with energetic. He only had 2 pictures up.
Right.
And they're not like great pictures. And a month later, he took down his Facebook because he said he had family problems, but he had no other pics. He never sent her other pics. She asked to FaceTime.
Do you think she asked for any other pics?
Oh, she no. Didn't care.
I know.
She asked if they could FaceTime. He said he had a janky Obama phone.
I mean, that's
that made
funny.
Me laugh. That made me laugh. He's a chef. He's 6'2" and he has a deep voice. And the first time they were supposed to meet up, he had to babysit his cousin's kid, which she totally understands because she's also a family
woman. I wonder if she has any kids. They didn't ask her.
She definitely has kids.
Yeah.
So her the next time his mom was in the hospital, and the third time she ditched him because she was feeling nervous. It was getting too real.
And that meaning she was with her man.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She was like, hey, my fiance is actually home right now with my
Right.
kids.
Sorry.
Yeah. She's definitely hiding a lot too.
Okay, so that's the thing. I feel like she's like kind of shady.
She's super shady.
Yeah, okay. I thought that was the vibe I was getting
So
from
he
her
asked him what T stands for, and she told him her name is Tara.
with an H at the end.
Yeah. And so he got it tattooed on his neck.
Okay, so when I first saw this, I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, that's a real tattoo. And I bet this guy actually got this
Oh,
tattoo.
absolutely. Because I'm like,
Yeah,
that's not even a really like that's a weird name. Also, that's the first thing that came into your mind.
right?
I don't know. Listen, this guy, he's a cook, but
Mm-hmm.
not everyone's a cook. And with the busy fall season already in swing, you might be looking for wholesome, convenient meals for jam-packed days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle. Too busy this fall to cook, but you want to make sure you're eating well? With Factor, skip the extra trip to the grocery store and the chopping and the prepping and the cleaning up too, while getting the flavor and nutritional quality that you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. So all you have to do is heat and enjoy, and then get back to crushing your goals.
I'm all about crushing those goals.
Okay, are you ready to hear about the fall flavors?
Obviously.
Okay. They're limited time only hearty, comforting meals featuring seasonal vegetables like cranberry pecan chicken and apple Dijon pork chops. Ready in just 2 minutes, they'll satisfy your fall cravings during the busy season without the hassle.
That sounds delicious.
I know. With Factor, you can rest assured you're making a sustainable choice. They offset 100% of their delivery emissions and source 100% renewable electricity for the production sites and offices. This October, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/catfish50 and use code catfish50 to get 50% off. That's code catfish50 at factormeals.com/catfish50 to get 50% off. And you know what I would like to say about that?
Say it.
Go over to Factor Meals,
Mm-hmm.
okay, .com/catfish50. Look at the menu.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, just go take a look at the menu because it is wildly delicious.
Yum.
Seriously. All right, well, moving on.
Okay.
So he said that she calls him. They want to hear his voice.
Right.
She
I know
calls him.
because she's like swooning over his voice.
Yes. She's like, oh, it's so good.
Oh, it's so
So
deep. Wow.
he's like, yeah, I'm going to go cut some ribs.
And I'm like, oh, he's really a chef.
Yeah.
Neve is sold. Neve is like, well, he must be real.
He's like, he said ribs. He
Yeah.
literally is in a kitchen.
Yeah.
It's like,
he must
you don't know.
He must be real.
Also, you're working in a kitchen, just picking up your phone willy nilly.
Right. I know. I was thinking that too. What if you have rib on
I would
your
get
hand?
written up.
Me too. And Applebee's behind the bar, I couldn't even touch my phone.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So they said that Neve and Cammy agree there's some weird red flags.
Yeah, of course. I know. Cammy is not sold on this.
No. So they Google the Tara neck tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
They don't find anything.
Like nothing comes up.
Yeah. So they find they take his number, they put it onto Cash App, and they find someone named Hanif. And then they do a search and it's some guy from Egypt, but it's like that is just someone with the same name.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Stop, guys. So they try to lighten his picture up.
That's a smart idea too, though.
Sure, but that's like they don't find anything though.
They're not going to find anything by doing that, but I think it's smart just to kind of see, like, because the lighting was so bad.
If he would have sent me that picture, that's the first thing I would have done.
Yeah.
So they show her what they found. They're like, yeah, we found some stuff. No, they didn't.
You actually found zero things.
They're like, yeah, we lightened the picture. And it's like, I just flew to LA so that you could put an Instagram filter on his picture.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Thanks, guys. So they call him and he's like, listen, it's not a good time. I need 3 weeks to a month for some personal stuff.
It's like 3 weeks to a month. So Neva's like, he must want to lose weight.
Yeah, he's heavy and needs to lose weight. That's what he said. He's heavy and needs to lose weight.
That is some off the wall shit.
Neva.
Yeah. Neve has a fixation on weight. I swear.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-huh.
So he texts Neve and that he would rather come to LA. Oh, really?
Suddenly now he wants to come to LA.
Yeah,
too.
he's like, you know what? He's like, her fiance lives next door to me.
Right. We all live on the same block, on the same cul-de-sac.
In this, we live in the same house. I live with her and her fiance.
Right.
So we can't
We
film
want
here
some
either.
space.
The producer's like, Neve, we got him a flight and he's landing right now.
And he was like, oh, great. Would you look at that?
Oh, look at that. That's so crazy.
Wow.
So he texts Neve and says, I don't know if I could do this. And he said that he had a plan basically, and this ain't it.
Right. He had like the perfect thing set up.
Okay.
Okay.
So they send him to Catfish Park. They go to Catfish Park,
Yeah.
and he shows up. It's him. He is missing his bottom and top front teeth, and the teeth that he has are not in great shape.
His teeth aren't in great shape. He says that he got into a fight.
Right.
And they got knocked out. Listen, that could be true or not true.
He won't come close to them though.
He won't come close to him. I'm not really sure about the hood. Is he trying to hide the tattoo?
Yeah, so the hood
guess?
is definitely
Okay.
part of the production. They're like, make sure you wear something that covers your neck so that you can reveal the tattoo.
Okay.
So he's like, I have this one hood. And they're like, yeah, wear it with a t-shirt.
And he's like, all right, that sounds great.
He's like, great. So they ask if he's a chef. He says he's a prep cook. They ask like all of his stats. He's like, yep, that is true.
Right.
And she asked straight up. She's like, oh, did you not want to meet me because you have no teeth?
First of all, the minute he opened his mouth, she just was speechless. She's like, oh, I lost my train of thought.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Cammie's like, sit down.
Yeah. So he said that he got in a fight around summertime, and he has summer teeth. Some are there, some are not.
I mean, that was funny. Right.
He said it's around 800 a tooth, and he is
he doesn't have insurance, basically. Right.
And I got to tell you, Noelle, it don't matter if you have insurance or not.
Oh, I know. I have the worst dental insurance. Yeah. Yep.
No, but all dental insurance is like that.
No, I know. It's terrible.
No good. So he reveals the tattoo.
God, she freaks.
Yeah, she should freak.
Yeah, of course she should freak.
She's crying and cannot tell him. So Neve's like, hey, listen, don't worry, it could be fixed. How is that?
Can it? Are you going to pay for it?
Neve.
All right, what are you going to pay for?
It's in
Neve?
black.
Right.
Across his face.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to fix that.
So she cries and he comforts her and he goes, well, I love you, so whatevs.
That's the thing. Okay, he takes it very, very well.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Unlike her.
Sure. So she said that, listen, I am fresh out of a relationship and I just want to be friends. Cammie's like, oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me?
I know. I love that Cammie called her out for that. Cammie's like, I thought this is what you wanted.
Right. So then she says that the whole thing has her thinking differently. What's that mean?
Like, can we go to the car and talk?
Right. So she's like, is it his teeth? She goes, yes, absolutely. It's his teeth. I do not like this.
Right. But then she's like, but I also don't want to be in a relationship.
That's not
true.
You
were swooning over this man before.
Yeah,
when he got out of the car, you flipped out when you saw him.
You loved him.
Yeah.
You were like, oh my God, he has legs. I love
him.
Literally,
Literally, until he opened his mouth, you were all about it.
All right. Well, she gets out of the car and goes, quote, I get why you would be insecure about your teeth. What is happening here? Why are they airing this? Why are they embarrassing and humiliating this man?
Yes, I am freaked out the way that this should never have gone on air. No. I hate this so much.
So she tells him the same thing she just told him about how she's fresh out of a relationship.
Right.
So she's still not telling him the truth.
And she's like, I want a best friend though.
Right. So then Neve and Cammie come over and she goes, quote, we decided we'll take things slow. And he's crying. I don't think you guys decided this.
My God. This guy is crying for real tears, like sad tears, not pretend tears.
He is watching this along with us.
Yeah. I wish that he was here watching it with us. I feel so terrible.
Bad. I hate this.
I felt so upset after watching.
I know.
This.
And then Neve goes, okay, so T is not interested in a physical romantic relationship.
Right. She doesn't like him. But if he had his teeth, she would have liked him.
Yes.
Why is Neve not offering to pay for them?
Neve, pay for his teeth, Neve.
You
listen. We're the only Catfish podcast.
But that's what I mean. Neve, pay for them. You were going to pay for that girl, Brittany, $2,000 on what she would get for her tips. His teeth wouldn't even cost that much. Help him.
Go do. I don't care if they cost that much. They might cost that much. Go.
No, I know, but I'm saying he said $800 tooth. I wish that Neve would help him. Maybe Neve did help him and they just didn't air it. Who knows?
Let's say I'm gonna DM Neve.
I wish you would.
I will.
Okay.
I don't care.
No, I wish you would because I'm so upset by this. Like, I feel so not good about this.
I know. It's like, so what good came out of him being on this show?
Well, so that's what it is. It's like he was so worried about coming on the show because he felt like she would reject him.
Yeah, and she did.
And she did.
On television.
And it's like, listen.
So is this for why did you choose this? For our entertainment? Because I'm
not entertained.
Terrible about this.
The thing is, like, I just feel like something like that can be fixed. At the end of the day, he is who you like. You like him physically too.
Okay, but here's the other part.
Yeah.
If we're seeing things from, an all-knowing point of view, he's dodging a bullet.
100%.
This girl is not honest.
She can't even be in New Jersey doing this.
Well, that's because it didn't even get me.
Right.
But like, what happened with your fiance? Also, oh wait, hold on, my ring light just crashed onto the floor.
Oh.
Everything's fine.
Oh, good. It sounds so good.
I just feel like, what happened with your fiance? What were your family troubles that you had to delete your Facebook?
Right.
Is that your last name?
Right.
Like, why don't we never ask any of the real questions?
They don't ask any questions on the show anymore.
Also, tell me about you. I don't know anything about you other than you had a dream house and now you don't.
Right. I want to know more about everyone on the show too.
They tell you nothing.
That's my problem.
They're Googling.
Because I feel like think about like the other episodes. They would meet their families.
Yes.
Yeah. Like that's what I miss. I know now we're just, this is what 90 Day Fiance does. Now we just have to watch somebody be humiliated for entertainment.
But now also, you couldn't film near your house. I mean, obviously this was a lie, but let's just pretend. You couldn't film near your house because you don't want your ex finding out. Hello, television?
Right.
Hello, cameras?
And like you said, go to New York City.
Go to New York. This is not real.
No,
I mean, it's real, but it's not real.
That man's tears were real.
Absolutely. The situation was real.
Yeah.
Do you think that?
I mean, they didn't even do an update.
No, because he said that he wasn't interested. They never kept in touch. So now let me ask you a question. You know how like sometimes the Catfish contacts?
Yeah.
Do you think that he contacted them?
No. Because once in a while, the other person contacts. I really think it was her because she was so gung-ho to meet him and he was so hesitant. Like I really truly believe he was embarrassed and didn't want to do it.
Right. How did they convince him to do it?
That I don't know. It's like
I would have. Okay, so if I was a producer,
and
I was put in this situation, I'd be like, okay, listen, why won't you meet her? He'd be like, because my teeth are all fucked up.
Right.
And I would be like, we're gonna pay for your teeth.
We'll pay for your teeth. Yep.
And then you could stunt on her.
Well, so that's the thing too. And it's like, I pray that this guy gets his teeth fixed just so she could find out about it. Because then she'd be like, hey, I changed my mind. I've been single enough time now.
I healed up.
Yeah, I feel so much better. And Cammy would be like, you're a bitch. Because I don't think Cammy liked what she did.
You don't think so?
No,
Yeah, of course she didn't like it.
But I like that Cammy didn't like it. I know that you're entitled not to like people. I get it, but this was wrong. This was just wrong. It was wrong. This is something superficial that could be fixed. This wasn't like he lied and he was married. He lied and he was,
he didn't lie about anything, really.
Right. But that's what I mean. And his feelings were real. He loved you. He cried over you. And you couldn't give this guy a chance because he was missing a couple of teeth. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, you love him so much.
Right.
You love him so much. Guess what? Pay for his teeth.
Right. Well, so I was thinking that too. Like, what if you said you're a nurse's assistant? What if you were like, I'll help you pay for them? Listen, I've had so much dental
work.
I love
you. You supported me in a very, very hard time.
Yeah.
And of course I want to be with you. I love you. Let's get your teeth done.
But that's what I mean. Before my wedding, my husband paid for so much of my dental work. That's what you do when you love someone. It's so crazy to me. I hate it. This so upset me.
Okay, but this is where people have to stop throwing around the I love yous.
Yeah, agreed. That's true. I agree with that.
There's some
rules
I do think
that he kind of meant it though.
Oh, I definitely think he meant it.
Yeah.
She meant I love you listening to me.
She meant I love you as long as you're attractive in my eyes.
I love you Because you listen to me. Like, that's it
Yeah,
though.
because
Like,
you're
it
there
doesn't.
for me.
Right. Because when I call you, you pick up the phone. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
So yeah, no, there was no update. I mean, no one got on
What
the
were you gonna say?
horn.
There was rules. You have rules?
I
What
do
are
have
your
rules.
rules?
I have rules as far as like dating, right? So it's like if you're gonna date online,
Uh-huh.
these guys, a lot of them want to like have this kind of like, they'll text you a little bit and then like it's almost like this pretend relationship.
Sure.
But like I can't have a pretend relationship for someone that I never met in person because here's what happens. So say I meet some guy, say I meet Bob. We meet on a dating app. We text. We're getting along super well. We talk for like a few weeks or whatever because we can't meet up until then, or we're just like getting to know each other. And now I start to have feelings for Bob. And now we're texting like all sweet stuff. And now I meet Bob in real life and I'm like, oh, I don't even like him. I don't know him.
Right.
Now it's awkward.
Yeah, of course.
Right. But that's my fault.
Yeah. I could see
So it's
that.
like, keep it light until you meet.
Yes.
Get to know someone before you say things like that.
Yes.
And that's it.
People on the show will like meet on a dating app and then be like, we talked on the phone for 8 hours the first time.
Okay. It's too much.
Yeah. But this is the generation of too much, Tracey. There is no more dating anymore.
It is, but there's no more dating. But I really think that I love the online connection stuff.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I really do. And I think that it's a great way to get to know each other is like texting and online chatting or whatever. Yes. But you are jumping into a pool with your eyes closed if you haven't seen the person in person and felt their vibes in person. Because I got to tell you, like, I've met people in person. I'm not even talking about dating. I'm talking about just people that you interact with online and then you meet in person. And I'm not talking about romantic, where it's like, oh, I actually like, I love talking to them online. This person is insufferable in person.
Oh my God. This is the story of my life, actually.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's so different.
The vibes in person are so different.
Right. So my suggestion is meet people as quickly as possible. And then if you don't want to see each other for 2 more months, that's fine.
Yeah. But you have to meet at least once.
You have to meet at least once, or at least video chat. At least you have to video chat. I need to see your mannerisms. I have to feel.
I agree with that.
Your expression. I have to. I'm sorry.
And also, my advice is if you love someone, help them pay for their teeth.
Pay for their teeth.
Pay for their teeth. Honestly, if I really, really liked a fucking guy like that, if I was like, I'm in love with him, I would have helped him pay.
Okay. But see, and that's where you see that she's full of it.
Yeah, she is full of it. She doesn't even know his last name.
You don't know his last name. You love him. You've seen a half a picture of him. You love him.
Right. You love the attention he gives you. Please.
You're
full of shit. It's superficial.
Thank you. Because here's the thing. I'm also not saying like pay for some guy's teeth because you met this guy online.
No.
But you're telling me that you want to be with him forever and ever and ever. So it's like, okay, you said that to him. I didn't say that.
Because it seems like that's the only thing holding you back.
Sure.
That's fixable. Right. Because that's not what it is. Now it got real and now you don't want it.
Yeah, it's more than the teeth.
Yeah, of course it is. But that's like, that played a big role in it.
It played a big role in it. But if he had perfect teeth and he met her, she would have still figured out a way to not want that.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Because it's like, oh, I just want someone who like listens to me all day long. This is a one-sided relationship.
Can we stop humiliating people on the show?
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Because I did not feel good about that afterwards. I was like, I need to go on like TikTok to like feel better or something because I feel not good.
Well, let's hope that we see a nice story about him.
I would love that.
Yes.
You never know. Maybe we'll see an update about him.
Maybe we should bring him to Dr. Kessman.
Dr. Kessman would hook him up.
He'll hook him up.
I have a Spotify playlist for that.
My mom went to him today again.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, he's like, Tracey was in Buffalo in Maryland. My mom's like, yeah, I know. She's my daughter. He's like, yeah, well, I saw it online.
That's so funny. Yeah, Matt has to go for a cleaning soon.
Oh
I'm gonna make an appointment.
Here we go.
I can't wait.
All right, guys. Make sure you get tickets to our live podcast, TraceyCarnazzo.com. It's going to be November 11th, 4 p.m., New York City, Lower East Side, Caveat. It's a great venue. It's going to be a great live podcast. I have a bunch of shows coming up. TraceyCarnazzo.com. Make sure you follow the podcast at Catfish Podcast. Catfish Trash Talk on Instagram. Make sure you follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And I'm at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And we'll see you next week.
Okay.
And don't forget to join Patreon for the other episodes.
Join Patreon for all the stuff.
Yeah, if you could, I will say this. There is zero podcasts that create as much content as we do on Patreon. It is a world of fun.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this because I am a podcast connoisseur.
Yeah.
I am a patron. Because of our podcast, I like to pay attention a lot to other podcasts. You know, I always look at what they offer on Patreons and stuff. There is not one podcast that has this much content on Patreon. I mean,
we're doing like 4 extra episodes a week.
I know.
Guys, jump on over there.
Jump in.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
TraceyCarnazzo.com.